Hello folks in YouTube. Welcome to another episode of my Realpolitiks Let's Plays Northstar. Hope you're well, taking care of each other and being kind yourselves. Those who are new to my channel, welcome. Returning folks, welcome back, new folks. Check out my many playlists, actually, returning, you might like hearing about this as well. Check out my many playlists. I have all sorts of games from Hearts Iron 4, installers if you're interested in grand strategy type things, to like Mount and Blade Warband, which is a medieval role-playing first-person medieval combat kind of game. I play a number of older games. Currently doing a Civ 4 Afterworld Let's Play series. It being around Halloween when I'm recording this. Sorry, on COVID. Sometimes I like to slur words together. Also, I disabled the long COVID, trying desperately to build my YouTube channel until I can monetize, eventually get big enough for sponsors, and be able to make a little money to supplement Social Security, be able to survive. I'd like to be as big as I can, because I also use my channel to influence people politically where I can. I am very left-wing. Playing as a shitty right-winger in this game. I sometimes plays the bad guys, the side of evil in games, like the Empire and Star Wars and stuff, but in real life I am a democratic socialist, which is an ideology that never really got a chance to be tested anywhere. Thing I have to explain to people who are politically ignorant. I was trying to explain to a roommate who doesn't know much. Is like, oh, social, there's an ideology. We're then he talked about Venezuela, which is not a socialist country. It's a capitalist country with a socialist ruling party that can't get anything done because the capitalist parties and moderates and social democrats, they band together to stop the socialist party from implementing any of their desired policies every time they try. New head of the church. The congregation has chosen a new bishop to head the flock. Score, yes. Money, no. Or that is rather, I lose a little money, gain a little score. Not actually a good trade-off in my situation. Recent diplomatic summit ended in a serious breakdown between the two powers of Japan and China. I have to choose to support one, hurting relations to the other. There's no way we can sit on the fence in this situation. Japan's more imperialist. They're more likely, which is realistic to real life, where, you know, Japan did World War I and II. They were alongside the Allies in World War I, but they were actually using it as an excuse to grab territory. In World War, they also fought wars with Russia and I think the UK in the late 1800s at sea, and they of course did the whole World War II thing, which is horrendous. A lot of war crimes they committed there. So unfortunately, that means I need, remember, playing the bad guys to support Japan. Because in this game, they're more likely to attack me if they dislike me. I played as like Austria and got attacked by Japan when I'm doing the Habsburg Renaissance or whatever. Just happened. New NGO task from the People's Democratic Front, but what triggered that? Whatever. Habsburg Resurgence, that's what it is. I've been attacked randomly by Japan. They are more aggressive than China, which I don't think I've ever been attacked as, except playing as India or Southeast Asian countries. Still, I think once North Korea, they'll attack their immediate neighbors sometimes, but almost nothing beyond that. Japan will attack countries across the world. They both eventually. I don't think it's because China lacks. Oh, they do lack transports. And yeah, I very rarely. Oh no, I'm selected Macedonia. Yeah, no, they have transports. So they could attack anywhere in the world, but they tend not to. Whereas Japan, which actually has fewer transports, tends to go and invade countries on the other side of the planet. So, got to be wary of them. Alright, well, I didn't put enough in. So I don't get anything from the colonization of Antarctica. Former land of internal ice, Antarctica is now warmed enough for people to live normally on it, thanks to climate change. Claiming this land will provide new space for people and access to new resources. The U.S. got the most valuable province, Victoria Land, because they put in the most. Canada between Modland and Japan, Ellsworth. These are Ellsworth is, I believe, named after the. Well, I mean, the region is. I think it's named after an explorer or something, but there is a base there called Ellsworth because there are bases in the Antarctic right now on Earth. They're just inhabited by tiny numbers of scientists. Continuously, though, they usually. And they have things like some indoor, sometimes small laboratory greenhouses. With enough funding, they could become self-sufficient for food, at least. It's not necessarily worth spending the huge amounts of money to build that much infrastructure. It's cheaper to just periodically ship stuff. But, yeah, abundant resources. Ellsworth, the least valuable, is 125 natural resources. Queen Modland, 175. And where is Victoria Land? 226. Compared to Deponia with its measly 72 natural resources. Although it's plenty for my nation. I only have 13 excess after aiding those other countries. I need 6. So I'm still doing okay, but there's less room for error than I would like. Also, my economy is growing much, much slower than my population. I'm still growing the population as quick as I can because eventually the economic growth will catch up and surpass it, being a low economic development level. Well, usually it's not too much longer after you reach the point where you no longer stabilize at low economic growth, where you stabilize at medium and then all the way into high and just shoot off into stratosphere with your GP in this game. So, in the very long run, I'll have a bigger economy if I spend more time growing my population aggressively. Although, really late in the game, when you have a lot of territory and, well, a lot of population, then you actually want to start decreasing your population with like one China policy. Really populous nations such as China, if you start off as China, you actually want to work to decrease your population. Oh, in the game here, China has a much greater population than India. What? In the real world, India has a bigger population, and the US has almost as many people as India here, which is definitely not realistic. Something, maybe they did projects. There's a lot of immigration to the US or something in this year. But yeah, wonder where I am on this list. 52 or 53. Yeah, I'm not even the top 50 for population. You usually want a certain amount of population for yeah. I shifted to authoritarianism because someone influenced my political system, I think it was, or no, because it was an event. Or no, it was the elections. Either way, I should attack Albania now. Yeah, relations will recover with Serbia soon. Bankruptcy thing and the recent war were hurting them. Have to be wary of Russia. Well, as Serbia's in their block, Russia could just attack me, basing their troops from Serbian territory. Declaring war. 8 AP. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Let's go to war in Albania. I didn't have any claims or anything, so they gave me 60 warmonger. If I tried to annex their territory, I think they give me 60 more. It's really high, but if the war takes a while, I could probably just annex them. I don't have to liberate them and count diplomatic annexation. I probably should, because the point is to snowball in this game, not just stay tiny. I want all my tanks. Most of my aircraft. Actually, I can lose them and I'll just put all my troops in this. Maybe I'll keep one infantry in reserve. decrease the odds of being attacked by random nations that dislike me. Start right off with securing the front. It's highly lethal. Both sides will lose units quickly. I won't have to pay maintenance on units I lose, so it's good. And that allows me to start new training regiments right away. Yep, armor costs the same to maintain as infantry, they just also take natural resources. Usually you want at least 3 or 4 tanks, even though aircraft are a lot better. Frontal advance. Lethal again. It's a quick way to wipe out a lot of the Albanian army. There aren't many ways to knock out their infantry, except taking highly lethal things. Otherwise, if fast offensive gives them such high combat advantages that, yeah, capture roads. These are all fast. Try and quickly wipe out the Albanian infantry backbone before they can rebuild, and then I can do that more as a fast offensive and make this a lightning war, basically. And there goes one of my tanks. Actually, let's put one more infantry in this. I think I can get away with air supremacy here. Ambush actions are going to be done too soon. Ah, okay. Bunch of AP just dropped in my lap. It's trade between Bloc of India and Pakistan expired. That's not good. There might be another nuclear war there. I'm about to finish next generation city in Macedonia, so I could spend some of these AP on don't have infrastructure 3, so can't do that. Tourist infrastructure. This would bankrupt me. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, any of these would. I probably want to wait till this, and then surprisingly tight on natural resources. Still, I'm not going to get too many drops of AP. It's probably tourist infrastructure in both places, which means I have 500-ish AP to spend. That'll go fast. What's what I earn? Oh! Infrastructure 3. This will make my debt pretty high, but probably not instant bankruptcy high. Oh no, it will. Never mind. Turn away, I can start for a highways network. Advanced highways theory. Highways network. I don't know about that still. It's a research center. I'm gonna have to take on the likes of Greece. This will be a task. I'll have to save up AP for the province improvements, but my debt's already gonna be in danger of bankruptcy at 2,400. Yeah, authoritarian countries can't maintain as much debt as democracies. Shoot. That's gonna be next month. to win this war immediately. Really 2400? Why? Shoot. That's not gonna happen. Maybe we can get the next gen city done. Right. Could try this. This would sink some AP and reduce my warmonger rating. Annexing. Yeah, I'll try gaining a core in Albania. One way or another, I'm gaining control of Albania. I guess Montenegro is the next country to try and chew up. I don't have adjacency on them yet. Shoot. Could turn to fight Greece, but their units are pretty good. Nope. Give me a sec, I think. Okay, yeah, it didn't take that long. I'm gonna try for a core on Bulgaria again. Something I can disclaim later. Relations with them are good enough that maybe if they ever get where they'll join my block, it can be a way to spike relations, but upwards. Guess I could try for an NAP with Greece. Low chance of success. Since AP's in the waste otherwise. What can I do? Improve relations with some of the bigger powers, I guess. France. They have a block. They can be aggressive. Italy sometimes does spies. Russia is a major danger. West Yugoslavia. Suppose I don't want to end up at war with them. Turkey, power. US, they like to attack everyone and their uncle. Japan. Takes 30 AP to improve relations in one. What? Relations Montenegro, I'll probably attack them next. Maybe I can convince them to attack me. Oh. Might be able to spend AP on training units. Yes. There we go. Another bankruptcy. And a new task. Introduce immigrant haven project. That will give me some AP. Increase my pop growth. It's not something I love doing, but yeah, sure. Okay. Anyways, trying to drown the Albanians in bodies. This is highly lethal, so they might lose units. But they just lost an infantry, and now they're outnumbered 2 to 1. Sometimes a highly lethal operation like this is a good way to rapidly end a war. Like, boom, I just won the war with Albania. Now I can annex them if I wish. Might be better to see if I get a war on them. It's longer ratings. I get attacked by someone, or this is a dangerous time. Yeah, I'll queue up one more tank. So I have 2 tanks, 11 infantry, 9 aircraft. I'm a little short on armor, but whatever. Alright, the US won the contest for Olympics. No surprise, they had a lot of resources to spend on competing. Relations with Japan, the US, Turkey was a fail, I think. West Yugoslavia, Russia, France. And there's Next Generation City. This both improves score, income, and score actually is what determines your AP income for provinces, which is why you build tourist infrastructure to increase AP. So now instead of 37 AP a month, I get 43. More score a month as well. And my population and economy both got a nice boost in this. 80 province GDP, 100 pop. It's not that big a population boost, relatively speaking. But that is a big boost to my economy. Enormous, actually, for such a tiny country. Maintain the grand offensive, because I'll probably do another war on Montenegro right after. 250 days. Now, see if I get the core. If I do, I'll annex Albania and go right into attacking Montenegro. I don't think the East Yugoslavia event's going to fire, so there's no reason to not just eat up Montenegro. Eventually I'll form Yugoslavia. I have to control Montenegro, Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia, Serbia. Basically I need to control West Yugoslavia, but also Serbia and Montenegro and Kosovo. Kosovo's not on the list. I could bypass them, in theory. Interesting. Kosovo is facing a rebellion. Japan is facing a rebellion. Kosovo has a tiny army. Yeah, they're outnumbered by the rebels. They could lose And there could be a new government that forms that's not friendly to me. That's not great. Try bringing them in my block. I had enough military units. Help win the war. That would have me join their war, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, this will give me up to 26 units. I should actually be able to help Kosovo in their war. Help them defeat the rebels by joining a block with them. That'll have to be next video, though. I'm almost, well, yeah, approaching 27 minutes. So I hope you all, viewers, enjoyed this video. Pacifist demonstrations. Because technically the war in Albania is still going on. I beat their military, but I'm still occupying the country. Pacifists have taken the streets and a number of huge marches against the war. What should we do about them? You can also get all sorts of events. There's some when you've won a war but not signed a treaty yet. It can be really nasty, so you don't want to keep it like this too long. And lose militarism, which will reduce my max unit capacity, but do nothing to change the unit's rate of training. Or send in riot squads, increasing militarism and unhappiness, costing AP. Let them march if they want to. This does shift me to democracy for the moment. But I can still block up with Kosovo and we'll have to improve relations with them. Shoot. Well, it's good to do that anyways sometimes. Asteroid. Stray asteroid. Crashed on Earth. Thousands have lost their lives. Biggest cataclysm of the century. Hurts population GDP growth all around the world, but it landed somewhere in the United States. One other province has probably lost nearly all its GDP. Could be the Great Basin there. Looks like it might have landed like Nevada. Should also be a huge hit. Yeah. Bigger to their population, GDP than population, but Texas normally has more people. Yeah, it either hit neither Nevada or Texas is the most likely. Either way, that weakens the U.S., which is the absolute giant of this game that bullies the rest of the world. So, all right, well. This is Charity Begins at Home. We can offer extensive assistance to help everyone affected by this war, including wounded soldiers, their families, and people who had to relocate. It won't be cheap, but it'll help our nation a great deal. Instant decrease in war losses. Yeah, and a little bit of money AP. Yes, we'll help our people, especially since war losses don't go down while still at war. That was actually a beneficial event, but I'm going to save here, cut the video. Hope you all enjoyed this. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. May you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Adieu.